Welcome back to the channel. Ryan Nordahl here, Epic Whitetail Habitat LLC. If you're new to my channel, or you haven't yet, I'd really appreciate you hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notification. That way every time I upload a new video, you get that notification right away. And if at the end of this video, you found it helpful and very informational, give this video a like and share it with your friends. I'd really appreciate it. It's because of you that I'm able to do this. But anyway, today I'm out here on the proving grounds and I want to talk about the things that you can do on your property starting today. We're at the 10th of January today as I'm recording this. Many things that I've been doing. I've been out doing a little bit of hinge cutting when the weather's right. And what I mean by that is when the temperature's right. We're coming off of a successional period of warm days, and I mean above 30 degrees, where I've been able to go out and successfully hinge cut soft maples, cherry, a little bit of white oak that aren't necessarily going to be of any timber value because they're crooked, whatnot, and I'm releasing the better white oaks. And by releasing them, I'm allowing the larger canopy of that larger white oak to be able to spread his wings and produce, hopefully, more acorns in the future on a good drop year. We're coming off of a good drop year for acorns here in the state of Wisconsin, the entire upper Midwest for that matter. Other things that we're doing, and that you can be doing right now too, it's a great time to go in, scout your woods, see where improvements need to be made, evaluate your previous year's hunt. Now is a great time to be in the woods scouting your property, where the deer have been bedding, looking for the sign. You know, the sign is as fresh as it's going to be. Scrapes, rubs, main travel corridors where the deer have been. Going back through your memory log, you know, the previous hunting season is fresh on many of our minds and in our memories. Going back, seeing, you know, reflecting on where I seen this deer, where I seen it happen, where you seen other features of your property that deer are relating to more. Like a good acorn flat, you know, white oak acorn flat. Stuff like that, browse pockets. And when it comes to browse is number one. So you could be in hinge cutting, releasing trees, whatnot, laying those tops down. You know, that's the big misconception with hinge cutting, is it's making a mess. Well, not to deer. It's putting browse down at deer level instantly. You're going to get regeneration the following summer, spring and summer. You're going to get some stump sprouts off of where you made that hinge. You're going to start getting more sprouts off the trunks of those trees for the trees that you can keep alive. Now's the time to do it. But again, going back to it all, waiting until the temperatures are right. We're going to be coming into a major cold front now. Something a lot of us have waited all late season bow hunting for is this major cold front. We're in the middle of January. Now, there are select state or counties here in the state of Wisconsin that will or have an extended bow season until the end of January. States like Ohio go to the first weekend in February, I do believe. Don't quote me. But there are many states that go until the end of January, the early parts of February. We've got this major cold front coming in, a succession of sub-zero to single-digit days coming. What a great time to take an opportunity. We're going to take the opportunity, be in the woods and harvest a couple does. We still could use a couple does in our family, so we're definitely going to be in a ground blind somewhere. And why do I say a ground blind? Well, this time of year, you get into the hardwoods. Like, this is mostly hardwoods. I know you see a lot of jack pine, a lot of white pine in the background here, but a ground blind, what a great place. Help contain your scent a little bit more. It's really gonna cut down on the visibility, so when it comes time to draw on a deer, I have time and I'm not gonna spook that deer. She's highly unlikely to see me drawing out of a ground blind or a box blind, tower blind, than I would be sitting exposed in an open hardwood tree stand setting. But if you're out there, good luck to you. Other things that we're doing, now is a great time to tackle oak wilt. There's a lot of oak wilt happening on a lot of our good red oak trees on this property. Now's a great time to get them down on the ground. Come in here. We're making chunk wood. My brother still burns firewood at his house on the farm. So we're providing him with a fuel source to get him through the winter and everything. And now's a great time to go in, evaluate your woods, looking for that oak wilt and getting those trees out of there. I know a lot of us, our time is limited on the property. We live far away from our hunting property and everything, but when we're there, we want to be able to maximize our time while we're there, tackling these kinds of projects. Other things that we have, you know, I stumbled upon a great source of pallets that we can use to create pinch points, hold up our hinge cuts. I remember being up in northern Minnesota on a property up there. We were taking a lot of the logs and fallen debris, broken off trees, whatnot, even cutting dead trees, and creating a Lincoln log effect, creating a fence to create a screen for the hunter to be able to get around a certain area of his property without being seen. And we were stacking up those logs, those deadfalls, those tops, everything that we could do. We're going to do the same with these pallets. We're going to make bunny huts with these pallets. You've seen other people on social media taking 3-4 pallets, stacking them up, and then hinge cutting small diameter trees on top of those, making great bunny huts. The hinge cutting that we do also provides turkey nesting opportunities. They can crawl in underneath there, protect that nest a little bit more. You know, everything that we do out here is not just for deer, it's for the benefit of all wildlife. The rabbit population here on our property, since we've incorporated hinge cutting, going into our 11th season now of doing hinge cutting on this property, our rabbit population has exploded. The popple pockets, aspen pockets that we have here on this property, we've cut them out, and we've allowed the regeneration to come back. Great grouse habitat. Our rough grouse population has come back in the last 10 years. I wouldn't say tenfold, but significantly. You know, those are things that we can do. But getting out and evaluating your property. You know, I'll leave a link in the description below for this, but I have a template, habitat template that you can download. You know, you pay a little bit of money. I'll have the price at the, if you click the link, you'll find the price. I think I have it for $10. I also have a calendar planner with 3 great tips that you can do month after month, little habitat chores that you can do, and you can add to it. There's a space in that planner where you can write your notes down. Great opportunity to, you know, take inventory of your trail camera photos, writing down the weather conditions that day for when you got those pictures from your cell cameras. Or if you're doing the traditional pull the card, you can look back at the weather report and correlate the weather to when you were getting those pictures on your camera during the hunting season. It's a great resource to reflect on. The habitat planner itself, that template, what a great way, do it yourself, very low cost, $10. And it comes in PDF form, that and the monthly planner as well. Comes in a PDF form. I think the calendar planner is $2 on my Etsy store, and the habitat planner template is like $10. Very cheap, simple to use, easy to do. And hey, now's a great time. If you have the means and you need that second set of eyes on your property, now is a great time to hire habitat consultant such as myself to come out to your property, you know, even if it's just for a second set of eyes. But I can definitely help you, you know, to set up your property, come up with a complete and effective design to hopefully kill that mature buck here in the future in 2024 and beyond. You know, we're going to be working in some pretty good states this year, not only the state of Wisconsin and Minnesota, but we're going to be in Kentucky here in the month of February. Starting right on February 1st, we'll be down there doing a little bit of hinge cutting. And if you're in the Kentucky area, I'm giving myself 2 weeks in Kentucky. If you need some habitat work done, if you need some, a second set of eyes or a consultation, reach out to me. Again, I'll be there the first 2 weeks in February. Be glad to help you out. I'll be traveling through Illinois and Indiana at those times as well, I'm available. I'll be headed to New York here in the latter half of March. I think I'll be in Michigan the beginning or about the middle of April. I got to head to Louisiana the beginning of April for an event for my son, one of my sons. But March, here January, I still have some availability here in January here in the state of Wisconsin. I have a couple weekend openings, and I can offer them a little bit fairer price, being that it's more local, and just trying to fill my schedule here. Had some openings come up. Get a hold of me. But now is a great time to be out in the woods doing some of these projects. You know, locating some of these resources that you can absolutely get for free. All these pallets that I have stacked up here behind the camera, they were given to me by the local co-op. My dad delivered them here early before hunting season started this year. We're going to utilize as much of these pallets as we possibly can. We got a whole boatload of them. Probably won't use them all, so if you need any, reach out to me. Be glad to meet you back here and load you up. But get here before the snow really starts to pile up. We're finally getting snow here in the upper Midwest, as you can see. We've only got about 2 inches here on the ground, but we've got more coming in here in the next day or two, so I know it's going to start piling up here. We're finally going to get winter, I think, and but now's a great time, even when it does get super cold, that you can be out doing some projects on your property. Guys, I hope you stayed till the end, and if you did, and like I said in the beginning, if you haven't already, or you're new to my channel, I'd really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, turning on that bell notification, give this video a like and a share. And hey, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I try to respond to every comment that comes in on my videos. And hey, if you have a little bit, you know, of creative criticism to help me improve my videos, leave that comment down there. I can take it, because I really don't care how good or how bad the reviews I get are. Because the bad reviews only help me to grow and bring better content to you. So thank you for following along. Stay safe out there. God bless you. And keep living the dream.